Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about how to lower high blood pressure naturally and cover the root causes, and with the simple lifestyle and diet changes along with some home remedies. By the end of this video, you're going to have practical tips how to lower your high blood pressure naturally without relying on medication. And a lot of you are going to be surprised by what actually causes high blood pressure. As a disclaimer, this video is just for educational purposes and it's not intended for any medical advice. About 1.3 billion of adults globally have high blood pressure. Children have high blood pressure. In the United States, 4% of the children and teens between the age of 8 and 17 have high blood pressure. And these were the numbers reported. What about the numbers were not reported? I personally believe the numbers are higher because over 30% of the world's population has fatty liver disease. And if you have fatty liver disease, there is a chance you might be insulin resistant. And if you're insulin resistant, you might experience some hypertension. If you have a blood pressure reading of 150/90, you're not going to have any symptoms. There aren't really any symptoms. Unless the blood pressure top number goes up 180, 200 over 120 bottom number, you might get some headaches, nausea, vomiting, dizziness, blurred vision, ringing in ears. Other than that, there are no symptoms. And a lot of people walking around without knowing that they have high blood pressure. And it's important to lower your high blood pressure because it can lead to coronary heart disease, stroke, kidney failure, and many more. And so what is the blood pressure? We have two numbers, top numbers and bottom number. Top number is called systolic pressure. It measures the pressure in arteries when your heart beats and pushes the blood out. And they say it should be around 120. The bottom number is the diastolic pressure. It measures the pressure in arteries when your heart is at rest between the beats. They say it should be around 80. And my question is, how do you expect the entire world's population to have the same blood pressure reading? People come from different backgrounds, different sizes, different ages. And you cannot apply one size fits all approach. Someone with a blood pressure reading of 130/85 is often put on medication right away, even though that reading is not necessarily dangerous. And also, when you go to visit your doctor or you go into the emergency room, most of the time your blood pressure is going to be higher due to stress. You're under some kind of a stress and you might not notice it. And stress increases the blood pressure. I'll explain it when I get to it. You've been told for several decades that the salt is going to increase your blood pressure. Reduce your salt intake. Not really. According to a doctor, he's very well known and very respected around the world, and his name is Dr. James Dini Colantonio, and he's a cardiovascular research scientist and doctor of pharmacy, and he's written many books, and one of them is called Salt Fix: Why All the Experts Got It All Wrong and How Eating More Might Save Your Life. So what is causing the high blood pressure? The root cause of high blood pressure, the main one, it's insulin resistance. Insulin. Or some of you might say right now, insulin? What has insulin got to do with the high blood pressure? It has everything to do with high blood pressure. Let's break it down. We want to use simple language So it's going to make it easier for everyone to relate. Once you have an elevated insulin, the elevated insulin, high insulin, indirectly contributes to elevation of a hormone by activating the system. It's called RAAS, renin angiotensin aldosterone system. Once this system is activated, it tells adrenal glands to release more of the hormone. It's called aldosterone. What is the job of aldosterone? To regulate blood pressure and balance electrolyte, specifically potassium and sodium. When you have elevated aldosterone, aldosterone tells the kidney to hold on to that salt. We're not receiving any salt anymore. So when kidney holds on to that salt, now you have more water in the bloodstream. Because as soon as kidney starts getting rid of the salt, the water is going to follow the sodium. Since the kidney is not doing that, now you have more water in your bloodstream, resulting in higher blood volume. Higher blood volume, higher blood pressure. High volume, high pressure. Very simple. And at the same time, aldosterone tells the kidney to get rid of more potassium. Now you have less potassium available in the blood, which is a very important electrolyte. That's why a lot of people with the most people with the high blood pressure, they have lower potassium level. Something interesting, this salt approach for blood pressure is similar to cholesterol for coronary heart disease and heart attack. Less salt, better blood pressure, less cholesterol, less heart attack and coronary heart disease. By the way, if you haven't watched my heart disease video, I'm going to put the link up there. I was a coronary heart disease patient myself, and 3 blockages, one of them was over 95%. I reversed it completely 10 years ago, and everything is explained from cholesterol, root causes, and how you can reverse it. And it was my first video 3 months ago. It just tells you I'm very new to YouTube. And if your fear of salt has disappeared by now, your fear of cholesterol will also disappear after watching that video. Now we're going to talk about how to lower blood pressure naturally. Now you have two options. First one, quit all these processed sugary food and drinks. Or second option is you have to stay on blood pressure medication. There's no third option. If you choose the first option, to quit all this processed food that you see at the grocery store in the box, from cereal, jam, all of them, Nutella, peanut butter, so many of them, thousands of them, not only you're going to improve your blood pressure, you're going to protect your body from other health conditions and diseases. So if you decide to change your diet, what is the diet? Go back whatever your grandparents ate. What did they eat back then? They didn't eat anything from the boxes. They didn't have all these sugar drinks. So your diet should be around good quality fats, protein, eggs, grass-fed butter, fish, legumes, even rice and potato. They're demonizing everything. As long as you eat your food in the right order, it starts with your salad or veggies, you create a barrier so you won't allow the starch to turn into the sugar quickly. For example, Mediterranean diet. They include meat, fish, legumes, potatoes, rice. So there's a lot of variety. Whatever the nature provided for you, you have to consume. Whatever you see in the boxes that you go to the grocery, these are man-made food. This is not the food we used to consume. So there is no other way around it to get healthier. And your cooking oil, you have to avoid all these vegetable oil that you see at the groceries. Your cooking oil should be only butter, olive oil, beef tallow, and ghee. and there is no other oil I would recommend personally. Butter should be below the medium, olive oil medium, and beef tallow and ghee can go over medium heat because they all have a different smoke point. Now we're going to go through some stuff that you have to avoid and include some stuff in your lifestyle and diet so you would be able to lower your high blood pressure naturally. First one, sugar. As I said earlier, sugar has to go. There's no other way around it. I'm not talking about the sugar in fruit or fructose in fruit. Fruit is healthy. They're demonizing everything on the social media these days. We've been eating fruits for the thousands of years. So fruit is fine as long as you don't drink fruit juice. Don't juice it. Just eat the whole fruit. And the second one is alcohol. Obviously, regular alcohol consumption on daily basis is going to increase the insulin and it's going to lead to insulin resistance. So at least lower it to moderation. The next one is mouthwash. Mouthwashes, do not use mouthwash because mouthwash is going to destroy all the bacteria, good and bad. Because some of those good bacteria in your tongues, on your tongue, it's responsible to produce nitric oxide. And nitric oxide enters the bloodstream and dilate and widen the blood vessels and arteries. So you don't want to use mouthwashes at all. Next one is the stress. You remember earlier I said I'm going to explain how stress can contribute to high blood pressure. Once you're stressed, I'm not talking about the one event for your daughters or son's soccer game. I'm talking about being stressed on a daily basis. Once you're stressed, the adrenal gland releases a hormone, a stress hormone is called cortisol. And cortisol then tells the liver to release some sugar for quick energy for the body to fight or run. And if you're stressed on daily basis and angry, so your body keeps doing that. So you're going to have elevated insulin, you're going to be insulin resistant, and that's going to lead to, as I said earlier, high blood pressure. And the one after is coffee, especially first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, which is not really good because the caffeine increases the cortisol and leads to high insulin again because of the release of the sugar from the liver, and insulin has to come in to bring it down. And you do that on a daily basis, you're going to have an insulin resistance. And the next one is exercise. People, they have sedentary lifestyle these days. A lot of people, not everybody obviously, especially in North America, they're not moving at all. They drive to work, obviously they're sitting, they're not standing. They sit in the office for hours and drive back home. They go pick up anything that they want to pick up these days. They use the drive-through to pick up their stuff. They don't even get out of the car. One of these days, if it's available to pick up their kids from the daycare, probably they're going to use drive-through. So you have to exercise. You go for half an hour walk. Not only is good for your blood pressure, it's good for your mental health. Weather doesn't permit to go for half an hour walk, do it at home. Do some squat, do some strength training. You don't really need any equipment. You don't really need dumbbells or anything. Use your body weight. Dance for 20 minutes. What's wrong with it? Not only it's going to make you happy, it's going to burn some sugar. Now we're going to go through some stuff to include in your diet and lifestyle so you would be able to lower your blood pressure, high blood pressure naturally without relying on medication. First one, get outside, get some sunshine. Sun is going to reduce your blood pressure. How? Our skin contains nitrate and nitrite. When the sun hits the skin, it's similar to the vitamin D, but the process is much quicker. When the sun hits the skin and the chemical reaction between the sun and the nitrate and nitrite produces nitric oxide and enters the bloodstream to dilate and widen the blood vessels and arteries. The second one is black seed oil, black cumin seed oil. This is one of my favorites. It's not that seed oil you hear on social media. This is a healing seed oil. And a study has shown that improves the insulin sensitivity, improves the blood sugar level, and is a very powerful antioxidant and anti-inflammatory. And the second one, beets, and because it contains nitrate and increases the production of the nitric oxide in the body. And if you have a fatty liver, these first two is going to help you with your fatty liver. And the last one is called hawthorn berry. This is seasonal, and it's got ability to lower the blood pressure because it improves the elasticity of the arteries and increase the pumping of the blood. And if you're taking all of these and you're on blood pressure medication, you should check with your doctor as you're incorporating this lifestyle and diet. You don't want to take your blood pressure too low. So you want to gradually come off the medication. So check with your doctor. Make sure you check with your doctor. And we're getting to the end of the video, and thank you so much for watching. And share the video with the loved ones and friends that might benefit from it. Thank you so much. So see you in next video.